and welcome to my channel. Welcome to another tarot reading. This is going to be on your soulmate. I'm going to try to get as in-depth as I can, even with respect to physical characteristics, but mainly personality, energy, and all that, and potentially how you're going to meet this person. So I have 4 piles. The only option to choose is with crystals. So pile number 1 is going to be the yellow citrine crystal, the little bottle of citrine crystal. Pile number 2 is going to be this little bottle of black onyx crystal. Pile number 3 is going to be this bottle of amethyst crystal. And pile number 4 is going to be the green Aventurine crystal little bottle. Okay, so take as much time as you need to pick a pile. Pause the video if necessary. I would recommend that you close your eyes, take a few deep breaths, and focus on the question at hand of who is my soulmate. And then just choose whichever pile attracts you instinctively without thinking too much about it. And of course, if you do pick a pile and then you find that it doesn't resonate at all with your energy or your expectations, you can look at a different pile. Or if you do not find any pile here that resonates at all, then most likely this is not a reading for you, okay? So I will see you at your chosen interpretation. So hello pile number 1, this is your interpretation. If you have chosen this little bottle of yellow citrine crystal, I'm gonna leave it here. Okay, so this is the shuffling part. I'm gonna take my time and you can skip this part if you are easily bored. I'm gonna leave timestamps, okay? So Spirit, who is the soulmate archetype for pile number 1? The people who have chosen the yellow citrine crystal. Who is the soulmate for pile number 1, or soulmates? What characteristics do they have? The people who have chosen the yellow citrine crystal. Who is the soulmate? Okay. Interesting. Polar bear, mystic, okay, and horse, freedom. Okay. Spirit, who is pile number 1's soulmate? What can you tell me about pile number 1's soulmate? The people who have chosen the yellow citrine crystal bottle. Who is pile number 1's soulmate? Who is pile number 1's soulmate? People who have chosen the yellow citrine bottle. Who is pile number 1's soulmate? The people who have chosen the yellow citrine bottle. Who is pile number 1's soulmate? Okay, let's see. You have the Knight of Pentacles. You have the 3 of Swords. You have the 6 of Cups. You have the 8 of Pentacles. And you have the Judgment. And you have the 7 of Swords. Okay, let's see what else. Spirit, what can you tell me about the soulmates of people who have chosen pile number 1, the yellow citrine crystal? What can you tell me about the soulmates of the people who have chosen the yellow citrine crystal? What can you tell me about the people who have chosen the yellow citrine crystal and their soulmate? I'm going to put this here because I don't know if you can see it. Okay. I don't know if you can see this, the Four of Cups. Okay, I'm going to start this way. So you have the Eight of Cups. The Six of Swords. The Moon. The Page of Wands. Strength. Interesting. And the Four of Cups. I know, I hope you can see this. I'm going to put it here. Okay. Interesting. So you have this oracle card that says, Polar Bear Mystic, know that challenges make you stronger. Have faith when you face adversity. Take time to rest, dream, and renew your strength. Embrace your psychic abilities. You carry the shaman within. Okay, interesting. So, and you also have the Strength card and the Judgment card. First of all, with the Judgment card here, I feel like whoever this person is, this is a karmic contract. So most likely, if you believe in spirituality, this is a person who is meant for you. You are meant to meet this person and they are meant to meet you. So there's probably going to be a lot of fatedness connected to this relationship. And also you have the Strength card. This shows me, and also with the Three of Swords. So to me, this person is a person who definitely has gone through a lot. Most likely this is a person also who has had not the best childhood, potentially a really challenging childhood. This is a person who really has gone through quite a lot of heartache in life, most likely a lot of disappointment in love before they meet you. Another way to look at it is that this is a person that you will meet after a lot of heartbreak and a lot of disappointment. There's definitely a feeling here that there is karma to clear out before you meet this person. So I would say that a sign for you of meeting this person is basically going through a lot of emotional turmoil. You could be meeting this person after a betrayal in a relationship, a significant betrayal, whether it's in a romantic relationship or rather in all of your relationships. Maybe you feel like you have gone through a lot of backstabbing, a lot of not being able to trust people. A lot of people maybe have let you down. And by the time that you meet your soulmate, most likely you are quite cynical and don't really believe in love that much. Or maybe you're just quite depressed, not necessarily that you don't believe in love. With the Strength card, I feel like, and also with the Polar Bear, this person most likely is someone who has a pretty good position, an established position in society. Whether they come across as particularly strong at first, actually, I would say it's more likely that they do not come across as particularly strong at first. With some of you, it could be that this person actually comes across as physically big and imposing, but it's interesting. So whether they either can come across as really big and imposing and have a really soft side, which means that it could be surprising for you that this person has a vulnerable side or a soft, tender, nurturing side to them. Or it could be the other way around. This person, it comes across as quite emotional, and you're surprised when you realize how strong they are, actually. That they have like an inner core that is unshakable. This person most likely is going to have a side that is quite moody. They're going to be sensitive, imaginative, nurturing. Basically, they will have a lot of strong feminine energy, irrespective of this person being masculine or feminine physically. This person very likely has a lot of like feminine, nurturing energy. Most likely, they're going to be good parents. For some of you, this could be a person that you have even met in childhood. This could be a person that you have known for a very long time. Maybe even you have met them in school. Or somehow they could be connected to your home base, your family base, your past. So for some of you, it could be that this is a person you already have met. Also, you have here this Freedom Oracle card, Horse. Your heart is pure and free. A greater purpose calls you. You have unlimited reserves of stamina and strength. You follow the winds of change and accomplish your dreams. Also, that goes together with this Page of Wands energy. This person is going to be very youthful at heart. Again, for some of you, this could be a person who is a little bit younger than you are. This person also has strong emotions, very strong emotions. But they're also very hardworking. It could be that this person is a good professional in their field, but at the time that you meet them, I do not see them being on top of their game. So most likely you're going to meet this person while they are still working towards their dreams or towards their professional development. You could also be meeting this person when you are traveling somewhere abroad. You could meet this person while somehow you are in transit. For a lot of you, I definitely feel like you are going to meet this person either in childhood or you're going to meet them in, while pursuing a career. Okay, so it could be university, school, high school. Okay. Also, I feel like when you meet this person, like I mentioned actually initially, it's likely that you will reach a point where you might actually not even be interested in relationships, or you may reach a point where you're just either you're too busy with your professional development, or you just have reached that point where you have gone through enough disappointment and you just don't want anything to do with romance. I'm gonna get some more cards. Spirit, what can you tell me about pile number 1? The people who have chosen the yellow citrine and their potential soulmate. Okay, 2 of them wanted to come out. So let me see. Wow, you have the Three of Swords again. You have the Sun. You have the Nine of Swords. You have the Ten of Pentacles. You have the Four of Cups again. And you have the Nine of Cups. Also, what I see with the Four of Cups again coming out twice, the Four of Cups coming up twice, is that this could be a person who is quite attractive. This could be a person who has a lot of qualities, that has a lot of options when it comes to romance, okay? This could also be a person who is quite, really there are a lot of heavy cards here. So this could be a person who is really quite troubled at the time when you meet them, or it could be just that this person has gone through a lot. So this gives me the feeling that it's not going to be a love at first sight situation. My feeling is that this is a person that you're going to meet in some kind of a neutral setting, and somehow it's going to develop into a relationship. So most likely you're going to be like co-workers or colleagues or something. So I feel like, especially with the Ten of Pentacles here, this is a person that, even though at first sight may not come across as your ideal partner, I feel like this person may not even actually be your type when you meet this person. And you may not even see them as a romantic prospect for a considerable amount of time. But once you get to know this person, you start to trust them, you start to see their qualities, you start to be attracted by their strength. I would not be surprised if this person has significant fire energy in their chart. Like, this is a person that at first may strike you as someone who is very shut down, maybe very introverted, maybe guarded and defensive even, because of the Three of Swords coming out twice. Okay, like you have the Three of Swords here, and then also the Nine of Swords. So I feel like this could be a person that strikes you as very cerebral, anxious maybe even, but when you get to know them, they start to really become this really warm person that is very trustworthy. But it will take time for you to get to that, to get to their inner nature and their their warmth, so to speak. But this is a person I feel that you can really create a solid relationship and a solid legacy. You might even potentially start something professionally with this person because of the Ten of Pentacles. And you can definitely build a stable home life and a stable foundation. But I feel like in your case, there's a strong message that you will meet this person through some kind of a formal professional setting, either through your educational years or through your career. Another explanation that I can come up with is that this could be a person that you, well, actually it goes hand in hand with what I said initially, that this could be a person that for a long time you don't even consider as a romantic partner, but then, basically they will take a significant amount of time to, for their qualities to really attract you, or for you to even notice them. Or it could be the other way around. It could be a person that you have noticed initially, but they will take longer to, see your potential as a romantic partner. I also feel like this person is quite capable of taking care of themselves. Like, this gives me a feeling of a person who has gone through a lot of heartache and has really done the work on themselves, maybe has gone through a lot of therapy, a lot of self-analysis, and they are very good at taking care of themselves, emotionally especially. Because of this, like the Nine of Cups feeling. So I feel like this is a person who has learned to fill their cups, basically. Like, and once you start to get into a relationship with them, they're quite a healthy, balanced person, despite their sensitivity and despite um, any potential past hurts that they may have had. Also, I don't know if I mentioned this, yeah, potentially a lot of fire signs in their horoscope, and especially Leo, or they could have a really strong sun placement in their horoscope. But this is like, definitely, this gives me a feeling of a person who has just, gone through the school of hard knocks in life, and they reach a point of prominence, a respectable position in society once they clear out their karma, and they will do it basically mainly on their own. They are going to be self-made in life, okay? I definitely see that this is not a person who has had an easy ride. This could also be a person who's quite shrewd, quite strategic. I feel like strong, especially, I would say actually the strongest element in this person's chart is probably air in their horoscope, and to a second extent, there's fire and earth. There is a pretty balanced energy overall here, so I would expect this person to have pretty balanced energies between all of the elements, between water, earth, fire, and air. But definitely there's a lot of air and a lot of fire. Also, I feel like this person is definitely a go-getter, a person who, like I said, is youthful at heart, and they like adventures. Most likely they embrace change in life, I feel. They have a kind of childlike innocence about them. And they're very resourceful. I definitely feel like whether this person is, I mean, whether this person is wealthy when you meet them or not, or if they have a good position or not, they will definitely reach a position that is respectable in society, okay? Most likely both professionally and financially. And it will be mainly because of their own efforts, not because of outside influences. And also because this person has gone through a lot of heartache, they will really appreciate your relationship once you get together. Okay, I'm gonna try to get more cards. Let's see. Spirit, what can you tell me about pile number 1 and their partner's physical appearance? Spirit, what can you tell me about pile number 1 and their future soulmate's physical appearance? Huh, death. Oh, wow. The devil. The Fool. Wow, okay, very interesting. The Six of Swords again. Wow. The Six of Swords again. The Lovers. I definitely feel like this person has a strong Leo energy. The Eight of Wands. So when it comes to their... Wow, you have major arcanas here. And the Six of Swords. This person could be a foreigner for you. When it comes to their physical appearance, this person is going to look youthful, I think very attractive, Very attractive, because the devil just says that this is a person who, let's say, inspires quite some feelings of lust from people. And the lovers as well. So this person is the kind of person that a lot of people will find attractive. Most likely this person is quite conventionally attractive, but at the same time they will have some touch of something a little bit dark. So again, this gives me a little bit of Scorpio vibes here. I would not be surprised if this person has a strong Scorpio placement. Also because of the Lovers and the Death card. Most likely this person is going to come across as energetic. A person who is maybe wiry, always on the move. But at the same time will have this like really attractive sort of energy. With respect to things like, I really wouldn't be able to say with respect to like hair color or something like that, because obviously it depends on a lot of factors. It depends on like race and a lot of things. So I don't think there's like the one thing that I can say with respect to appearance is that I would not be surprised if this person is quite dark, tends towards the darker side of complexion of whichever race they are in. But the feeling is that overall, this is a person who is quite wiry and energetic, could be muscular. With the Death card, I feel like this person maybe also can like to wear a lot of black. Maybe they like to wear amulets. This could also just mean that this person has gone through some kind of transformation. So this leads me to think that this could be a person who wears tattoos, piercings, or it could be a person who has gone through, physical transformation, some significant physical transformation, maybe some major surgery, maybe they have scars, maybe it's weight loss, but something could have been transformed about their bodies. Of course, it could be plastic surgery as well. But whichever the, complexion, whichever the energy of this person, I definitely, first of all, I can tell this is a person who's attractive and definitely likes to be on the move, quite active, but also has like a touch of innocence about them. Maybe they have dimples, maybe there's something kind of a touch innocent, like childlike about their energy. And also they can be quite dark, like something, there's also kind of like an aura of mystery, of something dark about them, like secretive. And also with the Devil and the Death card, goes hand in hand with the Multitude of Swords energy that I have gotten here. So I mean, you have gotten quite a few strong messages here. You've gotten the Six of Swords twice, the Three of Swords twice, the Four of Cups twice. So this person definitely, has, I think, an aura of mystery, of like them not easily opening up to people. That's something that I can say. And because of the Scorpio energy, this could also be a person who somehow works in things to do with transformation, maybe connected to even things like an undertaker or something like that, although that's very specific. But it could be anything to do with transformation. So like, again, could be connected to body modifications, like tattoos, like piercings and stuff like that. Could be connected to weight loss, like a personal trainer, could be a therapist, a psychiatrist, or any person that works in some kind of a profession where they are dealing with the occult, with things that are hidden, with a lot of secrets, keeping other people's secrets, you know. They could be working in something to do with resources as well, like renewable resources and resources of the earth. And also could be somehow maybe connected to sexuality. Some profession connected to sexuality. Okay, so this is pretty much what I have for you, and I hope you have enjoyed it. And if you have, please like, subscribe, and hit the notifications bell to see when I will post a new video. And also, if you're interested in a personal tarot reading, you can check out my video description. I will leave my contact information there. Thank you. So, hello, pile number 2. This is your reading if you have chosen the Black Onyx Crystal bottle. Okay, so this is going to be the shuffling part, and I'm going to add timestamps if you want to skip this, because I'm going to be taking my time. So, pile number 2, Spirit. What can you tell me about pile number 2, Soulmate? The people who have chosen the Black Onyx Crystal bottle. What can you tell me about pile number 2's Soulmate, the people who have chosen the Black Onyx Crystal bottle? What can you tell me about pile number 2, the people who have chosen the Black Onyx Crystal bottle? Okay, let's see. You have Penguin. Interesting, authentic, reach out to your tribe in times of need. Family gives you strength when you face the storm. Love your uniqueness. You are full of surprises. Break free from others' expectations. Just be yourself. So this is a person who cares about family and authenticity. And then you also have Dolphin, play, swim in the happy joy of living. Inhale confidence and exhale fear. Dive into your wisdom. Go with the flow. Okay, I'm already getting a picture of who this person is, the kind of person that they are. Okay, Spirit, what can you tell me about pile number 2, the people who have chosen the Black Onyx Crystal bottle? What can you tell me about their soulmate? What can you tell me about their soulmate? Tell me, Spirit, who is their soulmate? What characteristics do they have? What characteristics does pile number 2's soulmate have? Okay, 6. Let's see. You have the 8 of Pentacles, you have the Tower, you have the 10 of Cups, you have the Queen of Swords, you have the Ace of Swords, and you have Death. Interesting. So let me see. Spirit, what can you tell me about pile number 2? The people who have chosen the Black Onyx Crystal bottle. What can you tell me about pile number 2 and their soulmate? Who is this person? What characteristics will this person have? What can you tell me about pile number 2 and their soulmate? What characteristics will they have? Let's see, how much is that? Yeah, that's 6 cards. Let me see. You have the World. You have the Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands. You have the Star. What's this? The 10 of Cups again. And the Knight of Swords. The 4 of Cups. Wow. Okay, so first of all, the 10 of Cups came out twice. It's it's already obvious to me that this person is someone who really, really cares about family. Most likely this is a person who has very strongly knit connections to their own family. But if this is not the case, maybe if this person doesn't come from a strong family background, they're definitely going to prioritize their family and family life. So this is definitely a person that you are going to have a very happy life with. You have the 10 of Cups twice. Can I just say that? Look at this. Here and here. So you have the 10 of Cups and you have the Star and the World. To me, this shows that this could be a person that definitely could come from a different culture, or this could be a person that you meet while traveling, or both. This could also be a person who is quite respected, is quite popular, because you have the Star card. And most likely they are a person who is very known for their intellect. With the Ace of Wands and the Eight of Pentacles, and with the Ace of Swords as well, this is a person who is kind of a pioneer in some sense. Like this could be a person who is very original in their work. They bring some kind of original ideas. They're very enterprising. They could be a person who, most likely because of this energy, this is the person who is going to make the first move in your connection. This person is definitely very rational, very logical. They know what they want. They're very determined. I would not be surprised if they have very strong Aquarius energy. Also potentially Libra. This is also a person who has gone through quite some changes in their life. And also this is a person who's going to change you because of this Death card. I feel like once you get into a relationship with them, you know, they're going to change you. And I don't mean like in a forced way, but rather you're going to be transformed through this connection. Maybe both of you are going to be transformed through this connection. This is definitely not a superficial sort of energy. Because of the Death and the Tower card here, this person has gone through some major transformation in their life. Most likely some major change. Like this could be maybe some kind of a rags to riches story, or this could be a person who maybe this could be a person who actually deals with transformation in their profession, like helps people through tower moments in their lives. So can definitely be like someone who, like a counselor, like a therapist. But I'm also getting vibes of someone who is potentially an entrepreneur, could also be in real estate. But most likely this person is a skilled professional in something. They have some kind of specific skills. Maybe they work with children. That's another thing. They could also be a teacher. Definitely. This could also be a person who has like a strong social media following because of the Star and the World cards being present. So this gives me the feeling that this is a person who connects to a lot of people from faraway places. This could be a person that, because of the Four of Cups, this card came out with pile one, sorry. Because of the Four of Cups, this could be a person that either has a lot of options, or this is a person that you won't immediately see as a romantic prospect, or they won't immediately see you as a romantic prospect. Because of the Ten of Cups energy, and because of these oracle cards here, this could be a person that you will meet through your family, or through some kind of a family connection. Maybe through close friends, through your friends, circles. Okay. This person could even maybe deal with family matters, like I said. So this could be a counselor, but this could also be something like a GP, like a general practitioner, or a doctor who deals with family issues, like any person who works with families, with children. And also this person is going to be quite passionate, but they may not, they keep their passionate side quite hidden under a very sharp intellect. This person is also definitely going to be a very good communicator. I feel like they're going to be known for their ideas and for their communication ability. This is why there's a strong feeling that this person could have a social media following. But even if they do not, they could definitely be a teacher or anyone who is in position where they reach out to a lot of people and are respected and seen by a lot of people. And also, this person is definitely going to care a lot about having children. I feel like they see children as a legacy. And they're also going to want to travel with you. Okay, so I'm going to get some more cards now. Spirit, what else can you tell me about pile number 2 and their soulmate? What else can you tell me about pile number 2 and their soulmate? What can you tell me about pile number 2 and their soulmate? Okay, so let's see. You have the Page of Cups. You have the Six of Pentacles. You have the Five of Pentacles. You have the King of Swords. You have the Five of Cups. And you have the Seven of Cups. Interesting. Okay, now I'm getting a clearer picture here. Because of the Four of Cups and the Five of Cups, this is definitely a person that you are not going to even consider as an option, I think, at first. Or they're not going to consider you as an option. So it's going to take some time for you to actually start a relationship with this person. Most likely it's going to be a person that you know for quite some time before you actually start to date, or before you even see each other as romantic prospects. There's also a strong feeling that this person is going to appear in your life once you get out of your comfort zone. And also, this is a person who likes to do everything on their own. This is a person who really doesn't really like to ask for help. But despite their very rational appearance, they could be people who are suffering in silence. Like, they have a lot of emotions, but they keep them hidden. On the surface, this person is definitely going to come across as a very rational, very independent thinker. And also because of the Seven of Cups, I feel like this is a person who has a lot of options as well. Another interpretation, though, could be that I feel like there's a feeling of distrust here from either their part or your part. I feel like you're going to think that this person is not going to consider you as an option because they have so many options. or it could be the other way around. They think that you are too good to be true. There's also like some kind of a rags to riches story. And with the Six of Pentacles, it's a reinforcement of the idea that this person is some kind of a counselor or a teacher. Like this person is sharing knowledge with people who are in a lower position. They're sharing knowledge, but they could also be very giving. Most likely their love language is something like, gift giving. They are probably not the most romantic individual, actually, despite the fact that deep down they actually have a sensitive side. So they could also be like a writer, I feel, or a composer maybe. They could definitely be also a composer or a musician. A person who has an artistic side, but or deals with fantasy as well. Is drawn to fantasy, I feel. But this is also a person who is going to have some kind of a rags to riches story. I feel like at some point in their lives, they will go through some major transformation, some tower moment, after which they will change their perspective. Maybe they will change their lives. They will turn their lives around. They could have some kind of huge epiphany that makes them just turn into a different person. And they become very hardworking and very dedicated. But also because of the King of Swords and the Five of Cups, this could also be a person that is definitely not going to open up easily, because there's this feeling of this person has been hurt in the past and gone through some disappointments. I feel like there's definitely going to be a little bit of emotional baggage when you meet this person. And they're going to take some time to warm up, but it's not something to be discouraged about. It's something that you should take into account, that this is a person who will, need time to trust. They might actually even come across as a little bit standoffish and maybe cold when you first meet them. But yeah, pretty much this is what I see. Okay, so I'm going to ask now about physical appearance. So, Spirit, what can you tell me about this person's physical appearance? The appearance of pile number 2's soulmate, the people who have chosen the black onyx crystal. Okay, Page of Swords again. Oh, wow. Page of Swords, again, the Four of Cups, the Ten of Cups again. Cannot believe it. You have the Ten of Cups 3 times. Okay, the Seven of Wands. You're definitely going to have a happy family life with this person. The Three of Wands is confirmation that this person is coming from a faraway place. And the Knight of Cups. This person most likely is a foreigner. Okay. And they will also come across as a very stable, solid family person. Okay. With the Four of Cups here, it could be that this is not your type, or either one of you could see the other as not your type, but you will still find each other attractive once you get to know each other. With the Page of Swords, I'm getting the feel, and the Knight of Cups, this could be a person who's slightly younger than you are, or roughly around the same age. it's unlikely that this is a person who is considerably older. Definitely. And also this is going to be a person who really loves to travel. With respect to energy, they're going to be quite, I would say, youthful looking and also dreamy. They could tend towards a lighter complexion. I'm definitely getting a feeling that this is a person who is, well, within the limits of their genetic inheritance, of course, depending on what race and what background they come from, but most likely they're going to tend to have like a lighter complexion. Could also have light colored eyes and, you know, blondish, reddish hair. It is very likely, if it is within their genes, if they carry those genes, it is likely that they will have this kind of appearance. You know, fair skin, blonde, that kind of thing. This person could also tend to be a little bit plump. And there will be something about them that is really dreamy. Like really, they're going to come across as quite artistic and romantic. It is also possible for some of you that this person is, you know, already has children or is divorced or both. It is possible. Okay, so this is pretty much what I can see, and I hope you have found this interesting, because I definitely have. And if you have liked the reading, please like, subscribe, and hit the notifications bell to see when I'll post a new video. And also please comment in the comment section if this reading has resonated. Okay, and also if you're interested in a personal reading, I do readings, and you can check out the my email address in the video description. Okay, thank you. So hello, pile number 3. This is your reading if you have chosen this little amethyst crystal bottle. And I'm going to do the shuffling now, and I'm going to add timestamps. You can skip this because I'm going to be taking my time with the shuffling. Okay, so Spirit, what can you tell me about pile number 3's soulmate? The people who have chosen the amethyst bottle, the amethyst crystal bottle. Okay, what can you tell me about pile number 3's soulmate? Their characteristics. Wow, okay. Oops. Already, I'm liking it. Okay, so let's see. You have here butterfly and rebirth. You can reinvent yourself, open to the rewards of change. You have brilliance to share with the world. Love every part of your journey. Okay, and you also have lion, higher calling. You have within you all the courage you need. Let go of the past and reclaim your majesty. You will find success and contentment with those by your side. Make noble choices for your life and your tribe. Okay. So these are characteristics pertaining to your soulmate. Okay. Spirit, what else can you tell me about pile number 3? The people who have chosen the amethyst bottle, the amethyst crystal bottle. What can you tell me about pile number 3? The people who have chosen the amethyst crystal bottle and their soulmate. What can you tell me about their soulmate, Spirit? What can you tell me about their soulmate? What can you tell me about their soulmate, Spirit? What can you tell me about their soulmate? Okay. I think this is, yeah, this is Temperance. This is the Three of Wands, Justice, the Two of Swords, the Two of Wands, the Tower. Interesting. Spirit, what can you tell me about pile number 3's soulmate? What characteristics will this person have? Tell me professions, personality, whatever you can tell me. The people who have chosen the Amethyst Crystal bottle, what can you tell me about their soulmate? What can you tell me about their soulmate? The Eight of Wands, the Page of Pentacles, the King of Wands, the Two of Wands again, the Five of Wands, a lot of wands here, the Page of Cups. I'm going to put it here. All right. Butterfly Rebirth. I feel like this is a person who starts out in life being quite controlling and then learns to embrace change and adventure. The only card that came out twice so far is the Two of Wands, which shows that this is a person who really yearns for travel and change. This is a person who has a lot of fire within them, but is also quite indecisive. Most likely they will spend a significant amount of their lives spending long periods of time not traveling at all, maybe having a pretty monotonous life. And then suddenly at some point they will become more adventurous, they will start to explore, they will go through a tower moment, basically. So they will go through some transformational experience. Most likely, if this is not something that is coming from within, this is going to be something that is happening externally in their lives. This could be some kind of a dramatic moment in their life, like a loss of a relationship, a loss of a job, that is going to trigger some significant change. Spirit, please clarify the Two of Swords. What are the two sides of the Two of Swords? Please clarify the Two of Swords. We have the Queen of Pentacles and the King of Wands. Wow. So this is there could be two potential interpretations to this. So either this is a person who has a dual nature, and I'm feeling like this is very likely the case. So there are two sides to this person. There's one side that is very pragmatic, very conventional. Very likely that side of them is a result of their upbringing. And then there's the other side of them that is the King of Wands, that is very passionate, very adventurous, and, you know, enterprising, and kind of a bit of a pioneer, you know, a person who's not afraid to go where nobody else has gone before. And it could be that a significant part of their life, they will be the Queen of Pentacles, so they will be like a very nurturing person. They will struggle to blend these two diverging sides of themselves. Like, on the one hand, the nurturing, pragmatic, introverted a little bit side of them, the part that wants security, with the part that is adventurous and, ambitious and wants to just live life to the fullest and just do whatever they want, maybe without even considering consequences so much, being a leader. And especially probably in the first part of their lives, they will struggle to blend these two very different sides of themselves. But eventually they will reach a point where they do manage to find a balance. And I am definitely getting a feeling that this person is definitely going to be really prosperous financially. This could be a person dealing with import-export business. This could be a person who is connected to the legal business, legal professions, like a judge, a lawyer, maybe even a diplomat. This could also be a person who deals with travel directly, like working for an agency, dealing with the tourist industry, the touristic industry. But this person, I mean, most likely they're going to be both passionate and pragmatic. And because of these energy, it's interesting here, this could be a person who's maybe a little bit older than you, but they could also be, by the same token, they could also be someone who is considerably younger than you. So there could be an age difference, definitely. And I'm definitely getting a strong feeling here that this could be a person who is from a foreign land. This could be a person, or if they are not from a foreign land, they are someone who comes from a significantly different background than you do. You could also meet this person while traveling. There's definitely strong travel energy here. This could be a person who maybe travels a lot for their profession. Of course, that could be a wide variety of professions. I just noticed here that we have the King of Wands twice, and here as a clarification for the Two of Swords, and then here with this one. So the strongest energy is definitely the King of Wands, and also with the Leo here. I was gonna say this, like with the Lion, definitely strong Leo energy. So far, this is definitely the pile that has the strongest Leo energy. There was this other pile, I think the first one, who had a little bit of Leo going on as well. But with this one, there's like very strong Leo energy. So it doesn't necessarily mean that this person will have Leo placements. But they will embody that energy. So they're going to be a person eventually in life. Maybe this is not who they're going to be when you meet them, but this is their highest potential, so to speak. This is a person who's a leader, very, could be even working for government, a strong, decisive individual, very willful. Very masculine, even if this is a woman who's very much a go-getter, very knows what she wants, deep down. Even if on the surface they could actually come across as sometimes a little bit indecisive, or they could come across as very diplomatic, maybe not even necessarily indecisive. This is a person who is a very good negotiator, debater. So I'm definitely getting a strong connection to travel and legal professions here. Something connected to legal professions. Let me see. The Page of Cups. So you have two pages, like I said, Page of Pentacles. You have two pages. So to me, this shows like a significant age difference. So either this person is going to be a little bit younger, or you're going to be younger. So they're going to be either younger or older, basically. Okay, so I feel like either they're gonna appear to be older than they actually are, or they're gonna appear to be younger than they actually are. There's something going on here where there's a paradoxical energy within them where they have this like very enthusiastic, very kind of youthful energy, but at the same time they're very mature and determined and organized. I definitely strong feeling here that this is a lawyer. Like, I know it can't be a lawyer for everyone, but there's this really, like, I'm getting a strong feeling here. Or whichever their profession is, it's a person who knows how to debate, how to counter argue, a person who has to weigh pros and cons on a regular basis, or they're very good at this, okay? This may not be necessarily their profession, but this is a person who will turn a situation on every facet before making a decision. Could also be a person who has significant Libra placements. I feel like for this person, for their profession, they will blend two things. I mean, eventually, again, this is their highest potential. So this may not be the energy they have when you meet them, but they will blend two things that will seem really that most people would think are just completely different, completely opposite, maybe. So somehow they're going to have a profession where they're blending something, or they could have two different professions, okay, where one of them is very different than the other, or they could have a profession and a side hustle, both of which are just two different fields. Like they could have, let's say, I don't know, a business that is very pragmatic, and they could have a hobby that is artistic. Like maybe they're a musician in their free time and they have, I don't know, like a legal business or something, or or some kind of an export import business. Yeah, and this person could be in sales, definitely. And also they could have like totally, this is totally random, but they could even like have they could be into pharmacy. They could be into pharmacy or a chemist as well. Okay, so this is pretty much what I can say based on this. I'm going to get some more cards. Okay, so Spirit, what else can you tell me about pile number 3, the people who have chosen the Amethyst Crystal bottle? What can you tell me about pile number 3's soulmate? What else can you tell me about pile number 3's soulmate? What else can you tell me about pile number 3's soulmate? What else can you tell me about pile number 3's soulmate? Tell me, Spirit. What else can you tell me? Okay. Okay, the 10 of Swords, interesting. The 2 of Cups, very nice. The Ace of Pentacles. The 8 of Swords. The 7 of Pentacles. The 6 of Pentacles. So this is a person that most likely you haven't met yet. Something I can say. For most of you, I feel this is going to be someone new that you're going to meet in the future. And this is a person who really cares a lot about fairness. Okay, so they're a very fair person. Most likely this will be an equal partnership, a partnership between equals. And it's definitely going to be romantic and sensitive, but at the same time, pragmatic. So both of you are going to work together for this relationship. This relationship will feel like a reward for both of you. Maybe for good karma, maybe for all the hard work that you will put together. You will put in together to maintain the relationship and also to work towards your financial well-being. This is also a person who has suffered some kind of a significant heartache or defeat in life. And it could be that when you meet this person, they have just gone through they're just ending a very difficult time in their lives. You could definitely meet this person while traveling, no doubt, or you could meet this person online. That is a strong indication. Or you could meet this person through, again, could be a business or through some kind of a legal connection, a formal, maybe you need a lawyer or something, or during a trial or something like that. It could be for some of you. This is also a person who will have some limiting beliefs, but eventually they will find their way out by relying on intuition. This is also a person who is just a very hard worker, a person who knows how to save money, who is quite frugal. They're good at planning their finances, but they're also very generous with their finances. They're also very generous when it comes to enlightening the people who are on a lower position, let's say. So they're quite generous with sharing their expertise, their skills, with teaching other people, and of course also giving money. Together, you could actually get into something like charitable activities. But overall, this is definitely a person who is, I feel, self-made. And this person is, I think, definitely going to improve your financial situation, whether you improve it together or whether this person is just going to bring their resources and help you. But most likely this relationship is going to help you get a better financial situation. Okay, so let me see, with respect to physical appearance, Spirit, what can you tell me about pile 3's soulmate and their physical appearance? What can you tell me about pile 3's soulmate's physical appearance? What can you tell me about pile 3 and their soulmate's physical appearance? What can you tell me about pile 3? Okay. Okay, so the High Priestess, the Sun, definitely a Leo. The Three of Wands again. The Seven of Pentacles again. The King of Wands again. You have the King of Wands 3 times. Who gets that? The Seven of Cups. This person definitely, first of all, strong Leo energy. This shows me a person, if this is a man, this is going to be someone who most likely has an imposing physique. If this is a woman as well, this could be a woman who just comes across as quite strong physically. You know, quite athletic maybe. But regardless of, you know, how much they work out, they're going to have some strong features to them, you know, something of a royal bearing. This person also could tend towards a lighter complexion, I feel, or somewhere medium to light complexion, depending on their genetic inheritance, of course. This person is also, I feel, going to be quite humble. Sorry, this is the 8 of, did I say the 7? This is the 8 of Pentacles. But I think you also have the 8 of Pentacles somewhere. Don't you? Don't you? Don't you? No, you don't. That was a different pile. Yeah. But I feel like this is a person who has an understated appearance, okay? To some extent. Or they will know how to come across as tastefully dressed, but minimalist as well. So, like, they're going to be elegant but minimalist. Some kind of a sweet spot between elegant and comfortable. With the High Priestess energy, this is a person who comes across as very wise. So this again kind of leads me to think that this person is potentially a bit older than you are. The King of Wands reinforces that actually. So as well, okay? So this could be also a person who is from a foreign background, okay? From a different culture, a different race. Something about their physical appearance just makes them look exotic to you. Most likely this person is going to have something with their hair. Their hair can be really fluffy. Or they're going to spend a lot of time and energy into taking care of their hair. They're going to be quite creative and artistic as well. Like, there's going to be something fun and energetic about them. They're going to come across as very passionate as well. Very passionate and energetic, I feel. And also, I feel like this is also a person, I mean, all of the piles so far, funny enough, but with this one as well, I definitely feel like this is a person who either you might think is out of your league or they might think that you're out of their league, okay? Like, you might think that this person seems too good to be true. Yeah, pretty much. This is a person who really is going to be easily attracting attention. They're going to come across as authoritative, a leader, you know, hardworking, a professional, respectable. I feel like this is a person who definitely commands respect with their appearance and their demeanor as well. And also, this is maybe more detailed, but for some people, it could be that this person has, like, something about their appearance shows their spiritual inclinations or their spiritual beliefs, okay? So this could be like religious items or something, like maybe this is, you know, they're wearing a cross or something, or some kind of an amulet, or a certain clothing or something that is going to show their spiritual beliefs or something. It could be. But yeah, pretty much. Okay, so this is what I have for you, and I hope that you have found this interesting. I definitely have. You know, if you liked it, please like, subscribe, and hit the notifications bell, and also comment in the comment section if you enjoyed this reading. And also, if you're interested in a personal tarot reading, please email me at the email that I will leave in the video description. Okay, thank you. Hello, pile number 4. This is your reading if you have chosen this green Aventurine crystal bottle. This is going to be the shuffling part, and I'm mentioning this again. This, you can skip this. I'm going to add timestamps, but I'm going to be taking my time with the shuffling because I think it's important. Okay. So, Spirit, what can you tell me about pile number 4, the people who have chosen the green Aventurine crystal bottle? What can you tell me about pile number 4's soulmate? What can you tell me about their soulmate, their energy? Okay, so you have pronghorn action. Now is the time to act. Opportunities are here. Move forward with confidence. Your talents will always help you land on the pinnacle. Your quick wit and keen senses will lead you to success. This already gives me Capricorn vibes, okay? So these descriptions will pertain to your partner. Wow, okay, so you have the deer as well, which is similar in energy. You have the deer with love. Be gentle with yourself. You heal with the power of love. See the light in all things. Acknowledge your self-worth and grace. Okay. Interesting. Okay, so I'm going to get more cards. Spirit, what can you tell me about pile number 4, the people who have chosen the green Aventurine Crystal? What can you tell me about their soulmate archetype and the characteristics of the soulmate archetype? What can you tell me about their soulmate archetype? What can you tell me about their soulmate archetype? And the characteristics of the soulmate archetype. What can you tell me about their soulmate archetype? And the characteristics of their soulmate. Okay, the 3 of Swords, the 2 of Swords, the 8 of Swords, the Queen of Cups, the Ace of Pentacles, the World. Okay. So, Spirit, what can you tell me about pile 4, the people who have chosen the green Aventurine and their partner archetype? What can you tell me about their partner archetype? What can you tell me about their partner archetype? Their soulmate archetype. What can you tell me about their soulmate, Spirit? What can you tell me about their soulmate? What can you tell me about their soulmate? The Tower. Interesting, this card came out, I think, in every pile. The 2 of Wands. The 3 of Cups. The 4 of Pentacles. The 8 of Pentacles. The 5 of Wands. Already I can tell you that this person is from a foreign culture. Very likely from a foreign culture. Or if they are not from a foreign culture, this is a person from a very different background. Like something about them is very different, okay? They could be a different race, they could be a different nationality. They could be the same nationality, but I mean, they could be the same culture, but they're coming from a foreign land. But this person is a person who is quite different from you. So, okay, I'm definitely getting strong Capricorn vibes. This is a person who's very ambitious, very stoic. They're most likely introverted. They're not easy to read. Also, Spirit, can you clarify the 2 of Swords for me? What two different energies does this 2 of Swords show? 7 of Wands, okay. What 2 different energies does it show? And the Empress. Let me try not to burn down my place, okay. Okay, so this person has 2 sides to them. Either they have 2 sides, or they will go through, maybe for a while in their life, they're going to embody one side and then the other. So one side of them is quite argumentative. They're quite, not just argumentative, but defensive. This person, most likely because of the things that they have gone through, quite a lot of heartbreak. Also, they could have some limiting beliefs that are potentially holding them back in life, or that are holding them back from seeing this from pursuing this connection, or from seeing you as a good partner, a good prospective partner. Okay, they could be very defensive. They could be a person who has really been hurt a lot. And also, because of the Tower card, this is a person who has gone through something significant in their lives. Like, because it's underneath the Three of Swords, I think that this is a person who has gone through a really significant heartbreak, you know, a bad breakup, maybe a divorce. Something that has really thoroughly broken their heart and maybe made them mistrustful and maybe a little bit shut down. I can definitely tell that this person is someone who is actually very sensitive deep down, but they're most likely keeping this side hidden. This is a person who also has a very strong feminine side, irrespective of whether this is a man or a woman. They're very in touch with their feminine side, but again, they may not show this to other people at first. Also, because of the Empress energy, this person is very nurturing. They're going to be a good parent figure, a good mother figure. Even if this is a man, he's going to be very nurturing and caring, but it's going to take some time for this person to open up to a new romance when you meet them. This person is also very frugal, which again kind of goes hand in hand with the Capricorn energy. This person could be even a minimalist, maybe. You know, a person who's very careful about not being wasteful, and also a person who just likes to, you know, keep their lifestyle quite simple, uncomplicated, without too much waste. The Ace of Pentacles feels like this person is, they're really good at managing their finances on the one hand. Also, I feel like this person is going to feel like some kind of a reward to you. Like, this person is going to be like a present to you. But I'm definitely getting a sense that this is not going to be, you know, love at first sight or something. I feel like this is something that's going to take some time to develop. Most likely because of, to a large extent, because of this person's, you know, caution. They could be excessively cautious. Most likely because of past hurts. This person, however, definitely also has a fun side. They really know how to celebrate. They know how to enjoy good times with the people they really care about. But there are not a lot of people that get to see this side of them, you know? It's like you have to really win their trust and get them to show you their vulnerable side. I feel like, I mean, it's even in these oracle cards, there's this it's funny now that I look at it. It's like these two cards basically reflect the same dichotomy as these two cards. Like, one of them is to me, this is like the seven of, you know, like the Seven of Wands energy. Like, this is Capricorn, like defensive, cautious, you know, pragmatic, stoic, focused on action, focused on results. And this is like the soft, nurturing, feminine side of this person. This person definitely has a very soft side, so that's great. Like, I feel like this is a nice fuzzy energy, you know, like a person who is actually quite affectionate, but like I said, it will take time for this person to really open up. With the Two of Wands, there's definitely a reinforcement here that this person very likely comes from a faraway land, or this could be a person that you just meet. Either you meet this person while traveling or while they are traveling to your place, or of course it could be that you meet online. Yeah, pretty much. This person can definitely overthink. So yeah, everything kind of points to this direction of um, someone who is hyper cautious. And with the Eight of Swords, there's definitely a message here that for them, the way out is by following their intuition, following their gut feeling, learning to trust their gut feeling. When it comes to professions, I'm getting a feeling that, again, this could be a person who just by nature travels a lot. Of course, nowadays, this could be, um, you know, a huge number of professions. I feel like this person definitely has some important skills, like some specific skill set that they are selling. So they most likely have a decent amount of training or education. But so they could be working remotely, they could be working from home, or they could have some kind of a job that allows them to travel a lot. They could also be in an artistic profession, any kind of creative artistic profession. And they could also be some kind of a counselor, some kind of a healer, even. Any profession where they are required to be nurturing and understanding. So something like a counselor, even a therapist, or just it could even be like a cook, a person who nurtures others through their profession somehow. So they could be a wide variety of things. But yeah, it's definitely going to feel like this person has two sides to them, like one of them that is soft, nurturing, and feminine and very loving, and the other side that is quite defensive and quite tough to deal with sometimes. Like they could be even, hiding their vulnerability by being a little bit argumentative. So yeah, I mean, everything kind of points towards the feeling that this is maybe not going to be a love at first sight situation, okay? For at least one of you, okay? Yeah. Okay, I'm going to get more cards. Okay, so Spirit, what more can you tell me about pile number 4, Soulmate? What more can you tell me about pile number 4, Soulmate? About their characteristics. What more can you tell me about pile number 4 and their soulmate? What other characteristics does the soulmate have? Tell me. Okay. The Six of Cups, the Wheel of Fortune, the Six of Wands, the Two of Wands again, the King of Swords, again, this Capricorn energy, I feel, and the Devil. Huh. Okay. This person, because of the Wheel of Fortune, this could be a person who has gone through quite some ups and downs in life, a lot of changes. They could be in some line of work where they deal with a lot of challenges, a lot of ups and downs, changes and challenges, frequent challenges, frequent changes. Or they could have a life where they really don't have a lot of stability for a significant portion of their life. This person also has a very sweet, like innocent side to them. they're in touch with their inner child. And with the Six of Wands, there's like this feeling that this person, no matter what they go through in life, they're going to be ultimately victorious. So this is a person that I think can gain a lot of respect and admiration. Also because of the King of Swords, this person is going to be known for their intellect. They're going to be known for their intellect, their reasoning ability, maybe their ability to debate, their communication skills. Because of the Devil card, this is a person that definitely has some kind of a strong shadow side that most likely they're going to struggle with for a significant amount of time. Worst case scenario, this could show something like addiction, but most likely that's not going to be the case. I mean, I think for the majority, this could just show that this person has a strong, sexuality. So, yeah. Person who is, I mean, it's really interesting because you have the King of Swords and the Devil, one next to the other. So I feel like this person has a very passionate side, strong sexuality as well, but they are very controlled and very rational as well. So, yeah, interesting. Also, because of the Wheel of Fortune, I feel like this is a person who really knows how to enjoy life. Like, despite what they may come across, like they might come across as a person who's really severe at first, like maybe a little bit cold and standoffish, really, but they have a strong desire. Like, first of all, they have this like kind of very passionate sort of side. Maybe they could even be dabbling in substances and stuff, where they may have dabbled with substances at some point, like maybe even illegal substances, who knows. So yeah, they know how to enjoy everything because they know that nothing lasts forever. Like, so despite the fact that they might actually come across as very rational and controlled, they also know how to celebrate. They know how to have a good time. And they're also quite in touch with their innocence, I feel. This, of course, could also show that they're good at dealing with children. Maybe they work with children. This could be one interpretation. Um, but it definitely shows that this is a person who is kind of in touch with their inner child as well. So they have like it's interesting. So they have quite paradoxical traits to a large extent. Yeah, and the Two of Wands just reinforces that this person somehow has to deal with foreign cultures, like either working remote for foreign cultures, or yeah, they could be coming from a foreign land, a foreign culture. There's a strong theme of this, or someone that you meet online. Okay, so let's see, what can you tell me, Spirit, about pile number 4, soulmate, and their physical appearance? What can you tell me about pile number 4's soulmates' physical appearance? What can you tell me about their physical appearance? What can you tell me about pile number 4's soulmates' physical appearance? What can you tell me about their physical appearance? Okay. The Hermit. Interesting. The Page of Swords. Death. Wow. This card came out twice. I forgot which pile. The Seven of Swords, I think, didn't this one come out? No, it didn't. It came out in a different pile. Judgment. The Queen of Pentacles. Very interesting with respect to physical appearance as well. So again, because of the presence of the devil energy and the death energy and the hermit, this is giving me potentially strong Scorpio vibes. This could be a person who has ascendant in Scorpio. Of course, this energy can also be connected to Capricorn. With the hermit energy, this person can come across as quite shut off, which kind of goes hand in hand with the King of Swords energy. So this could be a person who has maybe a little bit of understated appearance. They don't like to dress flashy. They wear simple clothes. Often will wear neutral colors. Like, they don't like to attract attention. If this is a woman, most likely she will not like to get dolled up too much, wearing too much makeup. This person could wear also a lot of black. They might look good in black. Interesting with the Judgment card. Very interesting. This person could come across as like something about them maybe is a little bit otherworldly. They come across as spiritual. If you know astrology, this person could have South Node in their ascendant or Ketu in their ascendant. I'm definitely feeling that. They can come across as a person who just seems like a little bit out of this world. Like somehow, there's a vibe about them that just makes them feel very unusual, ethereal almost, could be eerie. They have this kind of an energy, a kind of energy that they give off that, is something a little bit otherworldly. And with the Swords energy, this person most likely, I feel, is going to be on the slim side, most likely. Most likely, this person is going to tend to a solid sort of appearance. Like, they're going to come across as, it's really weird because they have like different energies here. So like the Queen of Pentacles suggests a person who, yeah, again, it's a reinforcement that I think this person likes to keep their appearance natural. So I would say that it's unlikely that this person likes to wear a lot of makeup, a lot of decorations. It's unlikely that this person is gonna, get fillers if this is a woman, or plastic surgery. Most likely they're gonna stick to a natural appearance, natural tones. So they're gonna have like a natural but understated beauty about them, attractiveness about them. There's also going to be like an air of youthfulness and maybe a touch of a mischievous sort of energy. Like kind of a Peter Pan sort of energy, which again, it feels like really contradictory here, because on the one hand they could have like a really kind of serious dark side, where they come across very mysterious, introverted, secretive, shut off. But then also they could have a side where when you get to know them, and maybe they have a smile that is quite, playful. And also they could look quite youthful. Pretty much. When it comes to hair color and eye color, I would definitely say more towards dark. But of course, it depends on their genetic inheritance. With respect to skin color, it could be any kind of skin color, I think. This is the feeling I'm getting. And if this is an older person, which could happen, of course, they could have grayish hair, and if that is the case, most likely they're not going to bother to dye it, Okay, so this is pretty much what I could see about your soulmate. So I hope you have enjoyed this reading, because I have. It has been really interesting, and if you like this video, please like, subscribe, hit the notifications bell, and also please comment in the comment section if you enjoy this reading. And if you're interested in a personal tarot reading, you can check out the video description. I will leave my contact information there. Thank you,